Strike. Calling on a union membership to strike is a major issue. This is not a subject to be taken lightly. Welcome back, guys. Today in episode 3, we talk about strike or possible lockout. A strike is neither a good or bad thing. If needed, it's a necessary thing. The right to strike is one of the fundamental rights of workers. It's really no different than a contract you want to hire to remodel your bathroom. If you don't offer to pay him enough, he isn't going to do it. If he demands too much from you, you're not going to hire him. A strike and even the bargaining process are tools to come to a fair collective agreement. If you look into labor history, we have weekends because of the general strike known as the 1917 October Revolution. In 1974 at Elliott Lake, 1,000 uranium miners staged a wildcat strike that led to the creation of Canada's Occupational Health and Safety Act. In Winnipeg, 1919, 30,000 workers went on strike, which helped in solidifying our right to bargain collective agreements. The right to withhold our labor if not offered fair compensation for our work is a key point to the bargaining process. This tool alone is what gives us power. In other words, if the company isn't going to treat us right, we ain't fucking doing it. But this power doesn't lie with the committee. It lies with you, the guys on the shop floor. We all have to remember that there are a lot of people with different needs in the plant. Young Jimmy over there still lives with mom and dad and has no problem having the summer off for a strike. He doesn't have the bills that Fred over there does. Fred has 2 kids. One of them needs medication and that his benefits covers. His car just broke down. It's expensive to repair. And he's still struggling to pay off that credit card too. Fred can't afford a lengthy strike. The committee needs to consider this when recommending to the members that a strike is necessary. We won't recommend a strike over an increase of $10 to new safety boots, but we may recommend one over for not being offered a significant wage increase or a major health and safety issue. So what happens if we can't come to an agreement with the company? We must go through the conciliation process before engaging in a strike or a lockout, or in the next step of bargaining. At any time during bargaining, the union, the employer, or both may ask the Ministry of Labor to appoint a conciliation officer to meet with them to attempt to conclude a collective agreement. The addition to making a request for the appointment of a conciliation officer, if the union and employer don't reach a collective agreement, they also have other options to settle for their collective agreement. They can continue bargaining. They can put the employer's last offer to a vote. The company decides to initiate that one. They can jointly agree to a voluntary arbitration. They can also agree to retain the services of a private mediator. If the union and employer don't reach a collective agreement during conciliation, the conciliation officer will report the outcome to the Minister of Labor, who will then send a written notice to the union and the employer. Typically, this notice is commonly known as a no-board report. After the minister sends the notice, the union and the employer continue to have a duty to bargain in good faith and attempt to reach an agreement. But the release of a no-board notice begins a countdown to a date on whether the employer or the union could begin a legal work stoppage. Keep in mind, nobody wants a strike. We want to be successful and get a good contract and continue to provide for our families. But we must also be prepared. Remember that our power comes from having the ability to walk, to stand on a picket line. This means no work, no pay. The steelworkers do have a strike pay for members who do their duty on the picket line, but this is only enough to buy the basics, and we don't qualify it until the 3rd week of a strike. Many people look for side jobs or what we call survival jobs to get you through. There are other ways to prepare as well, and I highly recommend you do this. Every week, when you go grocery shopping, pick up a $25 gift card for the store that you shop at. Take it home and put it in a drawer. If you do this every pay from now until June, you will have a few $100 to help you out. As you can see, I'm buying my cards. If we go on strike, I don't get paid either. If the union's bank accounts become frozen, and I still have to do my job with the committee to get you that contract. The committee feels the pain with you. We are a union, and we are in this together. Hopefully, we don't need to strike, and you all have a few $100 to throw a summer barbecue in your backyard to celebrate our new contract. Please share this video with your coworkers. Preparing is something we all need to do, and keep reminding each other to prepare. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next episode of the Roadrunner video series.